pretty disappointed in the outcome of the game, obviously. On the way back, I watched it pretty much immediately and wanted to see where the things that we were mis-executing, and there's a lot of things we learned from. And then after watching it, we ended up watching it again the next day just to try and go over it with coach and kind of go at it as a whole QB room, so we can kind of talk about the different reads that we were seeing and the outcomes of certain different plays. So just continue to learn from that. And once we have that, it's kind of the 24-hour rule. We watch it, we learn from it in those 24 hours, and then we put it away and learn from it and continue to grow. And now we're on to UMass this week, so we're kind of we progressed right after those 24 hours are over.
How do you feel like you did, let's say, reading whether the defense and what they were providing, which was, like mostly a covers for read, but they were saying some things. How do you feel like your reads were when you're dropping back?
I felt like they were good. I mean, that was a great defense that we played against. Again, one of the number one pass defenses last year. I felt like the reads that I was making, understanding what the defense was giving us, was very similar to what we were talking about all week. But also on my side of things, I just got to continue to be aggressive when we get certain opportunities and continue to have a better pre-snap plan when I'm going up to the line of scrimmage on every single play, and whether that's they end up giving us the coverage that we want, or sometimes they don't give us the coverage that we want on a certain play, and understanding what I have to do in my role on those plays, which will be important for the rest of the year as well.
When it comes to watching the film back, how much of it is literally just you watching yourself and not the wide receivers and not the tight end of the line? And do you feel like there's still steps to be made with footwork and what you're talking about last Tuesday, which was just kind of the F it, sling it mentality?
Yeah.
Don't be so stiff. Or there's still strides to be made there?
Yeah, just first off, just watching film in general, you kind of go through it a couple times. First, I usually always try to watch what the defense did on the play, and then I kind of go back and watch how my feet were, how I ended up doing things. And then the next time I go through and watch it, I kind of see what the receivers did. Do they run the right routes? Do they run the right depths? So there's a kind of a whole process to watching every single play. And I felt like last week I felt a lot more comfortable back there. I had a lot better feet on a lot of more plays. But there's still a lot of things that I can continue to work on, continue to get better with my feet, continue to get better with timing with the receivers as well. But that kind of just comes with more reps in practice, them running their depths, me throwing it on time, and we'll complete a lot more balls.
Do you feel like there's still similar strides to be made when it comes to the chemistry with the receivers? Like, do you feel like you maybe started one step back because of the shoulder injury you couldn't get to spring practice?
Yeah, I think that's part of maybe the slowness. I don't want to ever say that they make an excuse for it, but not being able to practice in the spring, throw balls with them, kind of slowed down the process with that chemistry. But I feel like we've done a really good job of continuing to practice after practice, getting many more reps than getting as many reps as we can while we're out there, while also trying to keep our bodies as healthy as possible, as that's part of the battle sometimes with those guys because they're running so much in practice. But I feel like we've done a great job this week and the past couple weeks. We're going to continue to slowly improve throughout this year.
Do you and Tim come in with kind of a game plan of like, hey, we want to get 4 shot plays? I mean, you got one in last game. Is there a game plan that's surrounded by that?
Yeah, and we kind of talk about that when we're in the meeting rooms and even in practice. And I mean, what's been sometimes kind of unfortunate sometimes these past 2 weeks is we've called some shot plays and they end up running the perfect defense to defend the shot plays. So we kind of end up having to check down, or I have to kind of use my legs in those opportunities. I was really excited when we got that, ended up getting that shot call in that 3rd and 2, because I had a feeling that we were going to get the look that we wanted there and had that opportunity. And we did. We got to throw the ball a little bit downfield, and hopefully continuing the next couple weeks we can continue to call those shot plays and take the chances and be aggressive when we get those opportunities.
I'm not trying to make any excuses either, but it seemed like you and Vanderzee, based on what we saw, had a really good chemistry at fall camp. How much did that come up?
Yeah,
Derail you just a little bit?
It sucked. It burned a little bit when I saw him get hurt, and